Matthew Lopez walked into the Disney Channel headquarters and said, "We're about to make history." He said, "History, huh? We're about to make some." The way that I am so excited to sit down and watch this movie, I've already seen like 8 times. USA! USA! Red, white, blue, motherfuckers. Guys, we're here. Many of you have asked me to sit down and do a proper commentary of Red, White, and Royal Blue, especially after doing my watching bad movies because the Red, White, and Royal Blue boys are in them videos. Thank you so much for all the love on those. I had such a fun time making them. But now that it's been a little over a week and I've had time to simmer with the movie as well as watch it, I think I've logged it on Letterboxd 7 or 8 times at this point. When I tell you I have watched this movie in some capacity every single fucking day since its release. It is in my Letterboxd top 4, okay? So I thought we would sit down, we would go through the movie, I would talk about all the little details, all my favorite things, and just, we would gather here today to celebrate the fact that this movie is finally here in the world and we can watch it every day. What a gift. Honestly, who was I before I was able to watch this movie every day? That's the real question. Am I gonna watch this on my dad's profile again and fuck up his algorithm? Absolutely I am. It is mid-August, so it's Halloween. Let's light the Halloween Horror Nights fog candle. See, I feel like I'm gonna knock it off and start a fire. But we're just gonna take that risk.
Alex Claremont Diaz, the charismatic son of the American president. Also
We're already pausing and speaking because the way that they never actually mention Nora being Alex's ex-girlfriend. So in this movie, they're just pals. Listen, I can't argue with that. Gay. Hey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My man understood the assignment off the bat. That is not a straight individual. Okay. Hey, blank space dress. Okay, be the Swiftie.
Oh, you know what is obscene? Is how attractive.
She's just like me. She's just like me for real. Like, I'm sorry. He gagged him. He really gagged him. Why did he do that? Like, Henry, you could have said hi. God damn. He's so unserious.
Tell me something, Your Majesty.
This is so insane. This setup is so insane. Like, if I said this was one of my favorite meet cutes ever, then what?
We are the same height.
Then what? Like, this hits every time. Nick Galaxy, the man that you are. The man, the actor, the talent that you are. Like, what? Stop. Step away from the cake. Go to, like, a bathroom and where there's a sink. Like, they're so stupid. They share a brain cell. I swear to God. The fact that Taylor picked this song for the opening credits, I'm gonna start crying. That is my ACD. Like, bro, like, rom-coms are back. You're telling me we have, like, an opening title sequence with, like, graphics? Cinema is back. Cinema is so back. I'm sorry. Let's just get this out of the way. That is the sexiest man I've ever seen. No, y'all thought my kissing booth commentaries were bad. It is sinful how good he looks in this movie. It should be a crime how good this... Listen, Taylor, I'm 23, I'm single. Hit me up on Instagram.
From you, sunshine of my heart. Oh, like you
whose role is clearly spelled.
She said, nepotism, baby. Nepotism.
Oh, yeah? What if I set myself on fire?
We'd ship the ashes to you.
He really thought he ate with that. He was like, yeah, well, what if I set myself on fire? Like, okay.
Firstborn child of His Majesty King James III.
The way that I'm still not on his close friend story. Alex Claremont Diaz, let me into your close friend story. What's that about? They're both just like the most dramatic people on the planet.
Is that protocol or just his good side?
Like, Alex, you're up here. I need you to take it down here. He's so... Pause. 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 Pause.
Did you just overhear my conversation? Yes. He said himself.
That's my baby. That's my baby girl. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not my record.
Christ, Alex, the whole bloody time. What are you doing? Anyway, just thought I'd put it where it rightfully belongs. I'm sorry. This is the funniest scene to ever exist in any movie ever. Actually, why would he say this? Like, why wouldn't you just say it was an accident? Wouldn't it make you look worse that you did it on purpose? They're so stupid. Those are literally my father's. Those are actually my dad's and my parents. Also the red and blue chairs. Yes. Justice for the butterfly costume as well. Release the butterfly cut. The way that the closet isn't even that small. They're just dramatic. Sends me. Like, y'all do not need to be doing all of this. You could sit at opposite sides and not touch each other.
Percentile 33. Yeah. Makes sense. You know about that? It means you get good taste.
And Alex thought this man was straight. I have to laugh. I have to laugh. Like, he knew his cologne from 2 seconds in a fucking broom closet, and you think this man is... Oh my god, Alex. Alright, outfit change. It's a different day. I am so sorry. This scene is very excellent to me. This scene is very excellent to me. The way that he's the pettiest person on the planet.
Oh my god, it is. It is, isn't it? How could I possibly...
This is so unserious to me, because the way that Alex is also occupied such a vast mental emotional space in Henry's head. Like, babe, sit down. Like, you've had a crush on this man for like 4 years. You've barely spoken to him. He's so real. He's just like me. I need to stop because I'm just... Damn. The height difference we could have had. No, I'm gonna be so real. Can I admit something? Can I admit something? Can I admit something? And y'all can promise not to crucify me in the comments. I prefer the movie's height difference. I'm sorry. I know. I kind of like that they're like almost the same height, but like Alex is just like a tiny bit taller. But, like, it's so close that, like, you could think Henry's taller. And so they fight over it. I don't know. I think that's kind of, like...
I didn't say get me out of here. I said I mean...
See, this is unserious to me, too. Because the way that he remembers exactly what he said to Alex. And Alex is like, this is a heterosexual man who is not interested in me. Like, babe, like, you... And also, like, he just made fun of him for occupying such a vast emotional state in his head, and he remembers this exact moment and exactly the wording of what he said. Wake up. Get up. Stand up. I need to know the story behind this here. Oh my god, this makes me want to die. Like, this really makes me want to die after that Threads thing that Casey did where they said that it's canon that they have kids. Like, this... I'm fucking drowning myself in the river. Okay, I would like to say I love that he personally invites him to do yours. This, I'm about to start screaming. I'm sorry. Look at Henry's face. Look. Oh my god. He is so down bad. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him, look at him. A bisexual. Oh my god. Henry is whipped. Reach him out. The sluttiest thing a man can do is wear a black t-shirt. What? Like that is, I am not listening to anything that is happening in the scene right now. That is the sexiest man I've ever seen in my life. Fuck. He really got him there. He really did get him there. Like the way that it's like, ooh, I just love Alex and Henry. The way that I just love Alex and Henry. No, but like the fact that it's like they're so like they're the same, right? Like they come from like the same worlds, but their backgrounds are so different. I think it's just like, oh, I love storytelling. I love cinema. Oh, here we go. Oh, I have thoughts. Everyone loves to talk about the eyelash line and how they're pissed that Miguel got the eyelash line. I'm pissed that he's the only one who calls him ACD. Like, no. You don't get to call him that. No. This is public enemy number one. This man is public enemy number one.
To say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing.
Oh my god. That... I'm like, it's like not fair that Miguel gets to like look at him and like, okay, first of all, imagine fumbling Alex Claremont Diaz. I'm sorry. I would never forgive myself. I also would never fumble Alex Claremont Diaz, so like I would never get to that point. But like, imagine being such a loser that you somehow pull this man and you fumble him. Granted, you technically fumble him to a prince, which like valid, but like you pulled him. Like, he actually did. Like, he actually pulled sexiest man on the planet, Alexander Claremont Diaz. Not sure how. That's insane to me. But, like, not only did you do that, but then you fumbled. Could never be me. I would never be caught slipping if I was in the vicinity of Alexander Claremont Diaz. Yeah. I'm gonna start having heart palpitations. I can't watch this movie like a normal person. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Oh! Alex speaking Spanish, Alex speaking Spanish, Alex speaking Spanish. They did that for us though. Like, I really do love them for that. So, thoughts. Rest in peace, Rafael Luna. Rafael Luna, I miss you so dearly. Baby girl, that's my bestie. Rafael Luna, you are missed. But like, me and my friends talked about in our, like, release day reaction thing, I'm okay with the loss of Rafael Luna because that plot is like would take up so much time, and I feel like, and like rushed, it wouldn't work, and I would rather just like not have it and have this movie work in the way that it does already than like have it there and have it be bad. Oh my god, he's so fine. I'm gonna throw up. Okay, so question. So he has a UT sticker. They also mention later that he's studying law at Georgetown. So first of all, he's already in law school. Second of all, so he's doing his master's. So like we're already like end of the book level of education. Yeah, like I could assume that like they're supposed to be older in this, like that they're not supposed to be like 22, 23. But like that's wild to me. Anyway, and also lacrosse. Little lacrosse thing in the back. That's fun. Little nod to the book. This is insane. I do miss him giving him his number. Like we got him inviting him to the New Year's party, but we also lost him giving Henry his number, which is a shame. The Bitmoji takes me the fuck out. Why? Henry, you're sending a Bitmoji to text, like on like your first like text flirt with this man. You're trying to like become friends, text flirt with this man, and your solution is to send a Bitmoji. I'm shocked he pulled. Honestly. That's how you know it's love, because like he started this fucking conversation with a Bitmoji and still pulled out. This sequence is actually poetic cinema. Like, the way that Matthew Lopez did not have to go this hard, and he did. So I just want y'all to know off the bat that this sequence here is brilliant, it's beautiful, it is cinema, and it's one of my favorite parts of the entire movie. Let's go. He looks so good here, I'm sorry. This is one of my favorites from the book. I love that they included this. That we were ever so careful, dear. Also, he's a true bisexual. Infuriating and loud. This is so... Pop Crave! Let's go Pop Crave! He's info dumping! He's info dumping about his special interest! The butterflies! The butterflies! The butterflies! The butterflies! Because they're flirting. And you get butterflies. It's too early to start crying. Oh my god. Cornbread.
Don't ask mommy for a pet. Why are you awake?
This is this is so excellent. I'm obsessed with this. The Jaffa cakes on his side of the bed too.
I'm hanging up.
The sound mixing. No, can we do an instant replay of that?
You are just as ghastly as I imagined. I'm hanging up.
And then here they changed the voice modulation so that it once again sounds like he's on the phone. But he's still speaking.
But you? Fine. Have it your way.
Like, I'm sorry, that's a film. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I looked at
I'm sorry that I looked at Mrs. Riley and lightly grazed her left tit, alright?
like that makes my little film bro brain like I'm like a little hamster on a wheel at that. Like, that's everything to me. Ooh. Oh, his little smile. He knows he ate. He knows.
Good night.
That's cute as hell. That's cute as hell, and I love it. He turns back over. He's not there anymore. Oh, cinema. Like,
Zara, did you not just listen to my entire soliloquy?
I'm in the midst of a grand soliloquy here, Hazel. Oh, I have so many things to say about this. Nora's outfit. Nora... I forgot what I was gonna say. I love that everybody at this party looks queer as hell. That's such a vibe. The way that Henry is looking at him, look at the way he's looking at him. They literally just gave June's Pez storyline to Nora. Like, I don't have a problem with it, it just makes me laugh a little bit. He's so down bad. I literally can't breathe. Also, hey, the martini, James Bond reference. Love that. I need to keep it PG-13. The fact that he's just... He, like, leaves this girl to go get Henry. His little smile when he comes up to him. I absolutely love that they were able to use this song. Where's his Oscar? Where's the Oscar? Like, yeah, me too, me too, me too, me too, Henry, me too. No, no, because, like, it actually, like, makes me mad how good this movie is. Like, yeah, that's a director. That's a director. Oh my god. Oh no. Like, the way that this Henry casting, Nick Galitzine as Henry, is like on like a plane of genius, like not even attainable to mankind. Like, the way that this man has the saddest eyes I've ever seen, in like just the most Henry way possible. I'm gonna short circuit. Like, I actually, Nick Galitzine as Henry is something that could actually be so personal and life changing. I don't think I've been this gagged by a performance since Oaks Fegley in The Goldfinch. Like, I'm so for real. Take 5, he heard changed lives. Like I would give him the Oscar personally. Personally, I would give him the Oscar if it were me.
You're right.
Like, has an actor ever acted this hard ever? Every performance ever is inadequate in comparison to Nick Galitzine in Red, White, and Royal Blue. That's really it. That's really, like, the fact that we actually have to omit all Best Actor awards from history, so that we can start over and set a new standard. That is Nick Galitzine as Prince Henry in Red, White, and Royal Blue. Like, actually, I'm pretty sure that he invented acting. I'm pretty sure that nobody else has ever actually acted before him because he invented it. Like, he's actually put this scene in the Film Hall of Fame, because, like, this is what, if you're not coming into the audition room ready to deliver Nick Galitzine in Red, White, and Royal Blue levels of sad gay yearning, you're simply doing it wrong. You can't tell. I think he's really amazing in this movie. Tectonic plates shifted, the world rotated on its axis. The way that he is kissing him back, like, enthusiastically, okay? Like, that was not like a, whoa, let me just react. Like, boy, why are you running? Why are you running? Look at that. Are you kidding me? He's so real for that. But also, like, what? Bro, you won. Shout out to the records on his wall that Casey picked out. Fleetwood Mac, a man of taste. You also check out my Alex and Henry playlists. I have very extensive chronological order playlists from both of their perspectives that I will be making a video about. This is so funny. Also, I love sort of like the subtle reference here. Like, I remember, like, Alex has a line in the book where he was always like, not like envious or like lamenting, but like commented on the fact that like Nora like very easily made friends within the campaign and was like, everybody loved her and was like friends with everybody, and that he like didn't, like he like had like a hard time making friends within the campaign. I just like, that's just something that I was thinking about when I was watching this for probably the 4th time. I desperately want to know the Alex and Nora backstory in the movieverse, because it's like, are they like childhood friends? Did they still not like meet each other until like the campaign and they're just like platonic besties? Like, were they together and it's just like wasn't relevant to bring up? Like, I have so many questions. I want to know more because I love them. The bicolors and the mural in the back, yeah, cinema.
Grab my hair in a way that made me understand the difference between rugby and...
All right. I was a different person before I heard Alex utter that line for the first time. I'm a changed human being because of that. I love that they kept this little monologue-lit. Liam. I love women. I love it when women in power do things. The way he's just standing watching the door. Oh my god. Who invited him? Like actually, who invited him? Why is there a journalist at a I guess, is that a thing? Like, go home. He's not listening to a damn word you're saying. There's his man. Oh no, this is so This is so soft. The way that he's looking at him. What if I jump off a bridge? What if I did? Matthew's parents. No, because this is so rom-com. I'm obsessed with this. Like, what is he doing? Babe. Babe, get yourself together. What are we doing? Oh my god. This is too good, actually. This is one of the greatest scenes in all of cinematic history, actually.
Shut up, stop talking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cinema. Possibly the funniest moment in the entire movie. This is insane. What? They are so unhinged.
Henry and I are much happier against walls.
Why did he say that? Doesn't he know what that means for my sanity? Why did he say that?
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. That's where I'm going to do some very bad things to you.
His life flashed before his eyes. I don't think I've ever been so gagged in my life. When I was watching this in the theater and Alex said that line, because I had like a whole list in my book that I brought to the premiere of like all the lines that like I was hoping would make the cut, and there were like a bunch that I were like, oh, that's definitely not a possibility, so I'm not going to put that on my list. That was one of them. That I was like, oh, okay, got it. Oh, I'm gonna have to lie down. I'm gonna have to lie down. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The way he shoves him over the couch is like biblical to me. Like, cool. Yeah. I'm so very normal about this. Yeah, this is so normal for me. I'm very normal about this. The fact that this is just one shot too, I'm sorry. The way that if this was like any other movie, this would be like different cuts of different angles, and this is just one whole He said, all right. He said action. like no, because that's chemistry. That like actually like serious talk, that's insane. Because like when you have like cuts, when you have like in like scenes like this and you're able to like do a bunch of cuts and do editing, like it's so easy to like make things look more flourished than they are. And the fact that he literally just said action and let them go at it, and like the tension and like this scene is the way that it is. I could never be an actor, because literally how do you not let go home the day after filming a scene like this uncut and not be like, so what are we? Because what the fuck is this? Like, I don't think y'all understand. God, I need to look away. He said he was gonna do things to him and then didn't do it. I'm sorry, that sends me, like, why? Y'all couldn't have just like undid his bow tie and like insinuated. Like, you really made sure to leave this man fully dressed to make sure we knew Alex didn't do shit. I don't think any man has ever looked as good as Henry does in this scene. I think that this is actually the epitome of male beauty, and no one else should even try, is what I think. Like, that's a baby girl. That is my soft little muffin princess baby angel child. He's so beautiful. And I want to die. I won so hard. I love winning. And, oh my god. This is so cute, bro. Oh my god. Oh, how am I supposed to watch this like a normal person? Like, genuinely asking, like, how am I supposed to watch this and not feel like I'm gonna die? I feel sick. The chemistry is so insane to me. The way that a man has never looked prettier than Henry looks. We're gonna get to that, but because obviously in the book, Alex is the one who's like, oh no, gotta keep it chill, bros. Right. I think it's so funny that Henry is the one who's saying that. Like, obviously from like a narrative perspective, it's like he like can't afford to like be in love with him. So he's like pushing him away and like setting these boundaries and being like, it's chill, it's casual. I'm not, you know, obviously. But like the fact that he's saying that, and then like the things that he ends up doing and saying later on, it's like, babes, like, this is casual to you? God, like, you and me have very different definitions of what casual is. Which, you know, is the whole thing of like, oh, it was inevitable, like they're in love. But it's comedy, truly. He's like, yeah, lives were changed. Cinema was reinvented. Movies have never been the same. Movies will never be the same since this, because this is... No, I need to keep my mouth shut, or I'm gonna say something I'm gonna regret, because he looks so good. Okay, I need to... Like, I just feel like no man has ever been as sexy as Nick and Taylor in certain parts of these movies. I just feel like they've mastered being attractive. And no one else is doing it like them. I'm weak in the knees. They are both stronger than the Marines. Because if I were either of them, I would fold so incredibly fast. Like, the way he says that, the way he said, you'll be watching, I would, no, like, marriage, immediately. What do you mean? I'm gonna be sick. This is actually, like, I'm gonna start screaming. Because, no. Why did he, what? It's so like, oh, you're gonna be trouble. Like that, yes. Invented cinema, invented acting, invented chemistry, invented romance, invented comedy, invented gay people, invented love. Henry the Horse Girl, let's go. This is so insane. I literally can't believe this movie isn't real. No. This whole part of the movie is actually gonna break me. I'm like not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it mentally, physically, emotionally. The fact that this is the first scene they filmed. You really can't fake that kind of chemistry. Like, that's actually batshit insane. Like, I know, like, Matthew Lopez walked into the Disney Channel headquarters and said, we're about to make history. He said, history, huh? We're about to make some. With this casting decision. With this movie. Give him a Nobel Peace Prize, honestly.
He is.
Does Matthew not care about my well-being? I'm sorry. The sluttiest thing a man can do is wear a black t-shirt. Not only is he wearing a black t-shirt, with the unbuttoned blazer and the... Oh my god. He looks... Like, I need him in a way that's concerning to feminism. I need him biblically. I need him, like, transcendentally in, like it's not even a joke anymore. Like, play this scene, play this at my funeral. I don't... oh my god. A man has never looked better, ever. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna need emotional support for this.
I think we should make love tonight.
Henry. We just gotta make sure to keep things casual. His Royal Highness Prince Henry, we gotta keep things casual. Fox Mount Kristen Windsor of Wales. Sir. You and I have different definitions of casual. Because what was that? The most unserious people on the planet. The delusion and the mental gymnastics these two are doing to convince themselves they're not in love is, like, actually, like, it's to a point where it's, like, it's admirable. Like, I thought I lived in a state of delusion. But nothing beats this. Alex is a Lana girly, confirmed. Alex would fuck with Lana Del Rey. Like, what do you even want me to say? What am I supposed to say to that? And if I said this was the greatest sex scene in cinematic history, what then? What then? What are you going to challenge it with? Like, actually, like, give me one that's better than this. The rent was due for the intimacy coordinator. Like, rent was due 3 months in advance. There are not words in the English language to articulate the sheer power, the sheer magnitude of this scene. Like, oh, this is, no, I will, like, I'll start crying. This is so special to me. Oh my god. No, and that fucking interview that Matthew just did, where he said that, like, this was, like, that he and Nick had decided this was, like, Henry's first time, like, having sex with someone he had, like, a man that he had feelings for. Like, I'm jumping off the nearest bridge. I'm jumping off a cliff. I'm jumping off a bridge. I'm jumping off the roof. I'm jumping off any available high altitude surface that will bring me closer to my demise, because I can't decide whether this movie is my therapy or the reason I need to go to therapy. Like, has there ever been a more intimate and beautiful scene ever filmed? Ever? No! Show me one! Because this breaks my heart. Because, like, the reason he's asking him this is, like, because he's in love with him, and his whole line later of, like, I will not trade one person for another. Like, the way that, like, he wants him so bad, but, like, he doesn't want his life, and he's asking him in case, like, there's a chance that, like, that could not be Alex's life, so he could be with him. Like, and then, like, the way Alex responds, and he's like, no, like, this is my life, and, like, showing how much he loves what he does, and then Henry, like, loves him, like, more because of that. Like, it's so sick. It's so sick, and what's that? Oh, like, it breaks my heart. Because he's asking him, because he doesn't want Alex to want this life. The way that the character, the actor, and the writer all have Z names too. No. There's never been a greater movie in history. There's never been a greater movie ever in history ever made. Like, you can't argue with that. That That is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Ever. Oh, and then you show me this. And then you do this. I love that this, like, represents, like, the theme of the movie as well, with, like, idealism versus realism. And it's, like, Henry thinking that he has to, like, fit this realistic pattern laid out for him, and then Alex is the one who, like, comes in and is, like, idealistic, and it's like, no, actually, you don't have to do that. Cinema! Film! I was racking my brain when they released the, like, track list of all the instrumentals, like, a week before the movie came out, and this track was called 27, and I was racking my fucking brain trying to figure out what that meant, and, like, what scene that was, and I was like, I don't know, like, I have no idea what that means, and then I was watching the movie, and I was like, I was so off. Uma Thurman is so pretty. That's a MILF. The word MILF exists because of Ellen Claremont. Because of Uma Thurman as Ellen Claremont in this movie. Yeah. No, like I said in my video with my friends, like my biggest critique of this movie is that, like, I wish there were more emails. And, like, I wish they had done, like, sort of, like, the staging of, like, what they did with the texting earlier, where they were, like, in the same room, but they weren't. Like, I think that would have been so cute with their relationship, like, further along. And, like, doing that with the emails and, like, having more, like, literary references, because they have sentences. Henry does a passage from Sense and Sensibility, which I love because that's Jane Austen and that's Henry's favorite author. So, like, that was a good one to choose. But, like, all the photos he's posting on his Instagram. No, I will be doing a video on the Red, White, and Royal Blue marketing campaign, because it's actually a work of genius and the greatest marketing campaign of all time ever. And I need to give them their flowers. So no, because I fuck with a mirror shot. There are a few things I love more than a mirror shot. This here with the mirror and the TV, and he's watching Henry on an eye. Oh no, he looks. It's like you think that, like, you're watching this movie and you're looking at Taylor Zacar Perez and you think there's no way this man can get hotter than this. And then, like, a scene passes and this happens and you're like, oh, okay. So, like, no other man ever stood a chance. Like, okay. In the book, Henry was already in New York doing, like, shelter stuff with Pez. And then the stuff with Raphael Luna happened. And then he, like, came and was like, oh, I was worried about you. And in the movie verse, he literally just flew here to see him. Just 'cause. That's casual to you? Like, if this is casual, where's the bar? The bar is in the stratosphere. When I was watching this on the theater, I audibly said, oh no. And someone behind me went, should I watch In the Mood for Love? I kid, but also I would do it.
The day my dad died.
Cool. Good. I'm great. Why are you asking? The way that this is all one shot, when she comes through the door, all through this until she finds him in the closet is all one long uncut shot. Mike Flanagan, you better watch out, because Matthew Lopez is coming for your job, apparently. She's so me. Scene stealer, yeah.
Oh, and I told my sister. You know that?
Oh, and I told my sister. Oh, I didn't know. Am I a joke to you? Look at how happy they look. Am I a joke to you?
Would it make any difference if I told you not to see him again? No.
He did not hesitate. He already knew the answer to the question before she even finished saying it. That is so sick. No, because the emotional whiplash. I'm laughing, I'm giggling, chuckling, having a good time. And then we go to this scene. I just want to say, I love this scene. And like as much as I love this scene in the book, because like obviously it's great and it's iconic, I really do love how positively she reacts in the movie as opposed to the book. Like, not that she doesn't react positively in the book, but there's a lot more emphasis on like the business side of it and like the damage control side of it and like the PowerPoints and all that. Like, it's very funny, very good. I just love how like her immediate instinct is just very like accepting. Like, I just love how like warm and welcoming and loving that she is. It's just like it's always great to see that in like queer media, and especially with like how knowledgeable she is with like queer sex ed and all those comments that she has, like that's wonderful representation, because like that's like the kind of stuff that it's rarely covered in media like this. She's a legend. She's an icon. She is the blueprint. She is what every mother should strive to be. They are so special to me. They are so special to me. If I start crying, look away. Okay. I have a question before we proceed. So Ellen's like, okay, you gotta tell your dad. Did he tell his dad before going to the lake house, and that's why he told him to invite Henry? Like, the way he says that, where he's like, my dad told me to invite you. Like, does that mean that he knows about them already? Or does he find out on this trip, and then when they have that conversation later? Because, you know, like, the way the conversation is, like, it's like the conversation that they had in the book, where he's like, oh, you're not as subtle as you think. But, like, they don't have those, like, they didn't keep those lines in. So does that mean, like, he already knew, or he just figured it out, and Alex just, like, insinuated that he figured it out? Like, I just would like to know. I would like to know if he knows already. I would like to know when Alex told him. Thank you. Henry's outfit. A moment of silence for this. The way that he's wearing a full, like, pressed white suit to meet his boyfriend's dad. Also, Alex in the aviators and the leather jacket. That, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, you can call me your Royal Highness.
That's cute as hell. That is so cute. I love a little in-law moment. I love an in-law moment. That is cute as hell. They did that for me. See, because this too, the way that he, like, puts his hand on his shoulder here, like, that makes me think that Oscar knows already. Because, like, that's a little side eye, you know? And, like, they're, like, lounging, hanging out. I don't know. The way that Red, White, Royal Blue Twitter, all the bitches who went to the premieres were like, y'all are not ready to see what book he's reading. And I was, like, in turmoil for days. Which I started One Last Stop. Ooh, I did. I started One Last Stop. I'm not very far into it, but I'm finally getting around to it. I'm finally attempting to listen to an audiobook that isn't Red, White, and Royal Blue, so I'll let you know how that goes. I don't think we talk enough about this outfit on Nora. I love it when women. Matthew Lopez, literally owe you my life for this, and also would trade you any one of my limbs for the full cut that I know you have of Nick singing this song. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do to get that? Like, what do I have to do? What do I have to do for that? Because this is very important to me. The way that it's supposed to be, like, bad because he's drunk and whatever, but, like, why did he kind of eat? The way that Nicholas Galitzine can't not Nicholas Galitzine. Like, the tone, the vibrato on Fahrenheit. He didn't need to do all that. He did not need to do that. He didn't need to do that, and he did. He said, oh, you want me to sing? You want me to sing? I will sing. Everybody wants to put me down. This here, where he points at Alex and he catches the bisexual lighting, the fact that it's the same instrumental track as the part at the New Year's party when they're, like, the only two standing. So it's, like, the two moments that they both realized they were in love with the same instrumental track. Like, I'm supposed to feel normal about that? I'm supposed to move on with my life after finding out that information? I'm confused. How am I supposed to do that? This is the best movie ever made of all time, ever. This is the greatest movie ever made. Why is this leaking? Y'all know what I'm gonna say. What's the sluttiest thing a man can do? See, because I'm like, he must know, right? Because they're sleeping in the same room, right? Like, he must know. I'm just gonna say that it's canon that he told him before they went on this trip. Because, like, there's no way. I don't think I will ever be ready to get to this part of the movie. That is so cute. That is so cute. That is the cutest thing. I can't do this. This is like my 10th watch of this. Like we've reached double digits, and
until it's my turn to run for office.
Pause. Listen. I said I would sacrifice any of my limbs for the full cut of Don't Stop Me Now. I will give you all of my limbs. Any children, any loved ones in general, actually. You can have anyone, you can take your pick at any of my loved ones' limbs and children for a sequel to this movie, okay? First of all. Red, White, and Royal Blue sequel campaign. So Alex is in law school and wants to run for president. I simply must know more. I simply won't rest. They cannot put my body in the ground. And what do you mean you filmed an alternate ending of Thanksgiving in the brownstone and you mysteriously cut it for a reason that's not we're getting a sequel? That's the way my brain works. Because I'm like, there's no reason to have filmed all of that and then cut it unless we're getting a sequel. Because, like, look at the material. Prime, baby. Like, you gave Good Omens a season 2 with only one book. And when they post engagement photos on the Alex and Henry Instagram accounts as an announcement for the second movie, you heard it here first. Because that's the reign of delusion that I'm in right now, where like I've convinced myself that that a sequel is happening. Casey was out here on Threads, refusing to answer who proposed first, just in case it became a spoiler. And I'm supposed to move on with my life, and not wait, and not sit here, patiently waiting for a sequel announcement. What? I'm not capable of doing that. Me personally, I'm not capable of doing that. I just think listen, universe. You took the It Chapter 2 supercut from me. I think I deserve this. I think I deserve the Red, White, and Royal Blue sequel as compensation. Like, I think that, I personally deserve that. So you need to make it happen. We're manifesting it to the universe because I deserve it. Because the It supercut was taken from me. And that was a low blow. Truly, that was a low blow, and I'll never get over it. So in return, you can make it up to me. Red, White, and Royal 2. Red, White, and Royal Wedding. I'll write it for you. Have I mentioned that I have a script writing degree? I'll do it for you. Just, you know where to reach me. You won't even have to worry about it. I will do all the work. I will have it in your inbox in 3 business days. Don't even worry about it. Call me. See, I'm spouting delusion to distract from the fact that I have to watch this again. Have I mentioned that Nick Elton invented acting? Because this scene is insane. This is actually insane behavior. This is genuinely Oscar levels of acting. Take it up with HR. Don't argue with me. I'm right. Are you gonna tell me I'm wrong? Are you gonna tell me this is not Academy Award level face acting? This man has not uttered a word. Not a word uttered in this scene. We don't even need to have the Oscar. We don't even need to have the Oscars. You can just send it. You can just send the award to his house. It's we don't even have to do all that. Because it's done. I've never felt this way about anyone. It's like there's a rope attached to my chest that keeps pulling me towards you, and it feels so right. Why did, like, they said, oh, you thought the book was sad? Oh, you thought that was sad? You thought the scene was sad in the book? Yeah, that's what they said. And that's not a joke to me. That was a personal attack to me, actually, because I skipped that in my rereads. I'm like, oh, we're at the lake. Next. The realization that struck me when I realized we were going to be getting, like, Henry's perspective of certain things in a movie, like, I fell to my knees. Because, like, this shit, I didn't ask for this. I'm mentally unstable. I'm unstable enough without this. With If I Loved You, from Carousel, Robert and Hammerstein. They said If I Loved You from Carousel sad gay edition. It's like sad gay version. It's like Taylor's version, but it's sad. This is sinister as well. Like, he comes home and David. Like when I tell you that this man needs to be the only white man ever casted in any movie ever from this point forward. Who else do we need? Like, there's nothing that Nick Alexine can't do. So, like, why do we need any other white male actor? Put him in every movie. What are you waiting for? I need to stand up. I'm gonna prematurely stand up.
And yours is politics, and I will not trade one prison for another. It doesn't make me a liar. It makes me a man with some infinitesimal shred of self-preservation, and you don't get to come in here and call me a coward for it.
This man came to set with a monologue and a dream.
So if you want me to go, you have to tell me to leave. Please. Don't make me.
I'm gonna throw up.
Because I would never leave this room if I didn't think there was any hope of holding on to the hex that I've.
What was that?
And if you think otherwise, then you don't know me.
Oh my god. I love that scene. Best scene in the movie, no question. I love this V&A scene. Incredible, beautiful, spectacular. But we did deserve a reunion kiss. We did. We did, and I'm not gonna pretend like we didn't. I'm not gonna pretend like we didn't, because we did. No, this scene is so Goldfinchian. This is so Goldfinchian. Like, this is so insane to me. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. The narration and the music and the imagery and the cinematography and the poetic cinema, the way that they walk around the statue of the male torso, and it's actually like The Godfather wishes it was red, white, and royal blue. Matthew Lopez and Casey McQuiston could write Romeo and Juliet, but Shakespeare could not write red, white, and royal blue. Like, this is my Pulp Fiction. Like, I understand the film bro mindset now after watching this movie. This is my Joker. Oh my god, there's so much to unpack here. Like, where do I even start? First of all, I love that the V&A scene is here instead of, like, after. I love that this is the emotional resolution instead of it being like the next day when like they're chill. Like, I love that scene. Like, the scene in the book is wonderful, but like this is very serious to me. This is very special to me. This is everything to me. Secondly, I love that Alex is the one to play the music and like have him dance with him, because like it just further accentuates like Henry just thinking that like this is a daft pubescent fantasy, and like that he can't have these things that he's dreamed about, and it's like Alex showing him that it's like he can't have that. He can have him and this love. And the visceral out of body reaction that I had when this song started playing in the theater, because like I was emotionally prepared for Your Song by Sir Elton John, right? Like, I was ready for that, and then they whipped out this bitch, and now my two favorite books have Perfume Genius songs in their film adaptations. And I'm supposed to be normal about that. like these 5 minutes here, like storming the palace, the V&A. Has a movie ever been better? Has there ever been a better rom-com? Has there ever, like, I don't think so. I don't think so, personally. Like, y'all think I'm kidding when I say this is the greatest movie of all time, but, like, present me with evidence to dispute it. Give me a movie that's better than this. What could be better than this? Look at this. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
History, huh? Bet we could make some.
I'm done. Are we done? Are we done? Because I'm done. Personally. I'm done. I don't think there's any force on the planet Earth that could have prepared me for that. I don't know about y'all, but like, fuck brain chemistry altering. My entire being, every chromosome, every fiber of DNA in my body was altered, shifted. when Alex Claremont Diaz spoke the words, history, huh? Bet we can make some. The way he knows he ate, too. The way he says it, and his smile, like, the way he knows he's about to deliver the line, like, the way that he knows that he's saying, history, huh? Bet we can. Could Shakespeare write that? No. Like, how can you not say best movie of all time? How can you not say greatest movie ever made? Like, try not to say greatest movie of all time challenge. Try it. Watch Alex Claremont Diaz delivering history, huh? Bet we could make some in the fucking V&A, and try not to say greatest movie of all time. Try not to say Letterboxd top 4. Like, you can't. This was my 13th reason as well. This is my fucking 13th reason. I'm done. They are so insane for that. They are perhaps more insane for that than anything else in this movie. The fact that he gives him the key in exchange for the ring, that they switch. And because earlier in the movie he said that he never owned a key in his life. Where's my ring? Devoted king. No one is doing it like Alex Claremont Diaz. No one. Get you a man who is as devoted as Alex Claremont Diaz. Like, you literally can't. This makes me sick. I can't even talk about the scene that we're about to go into. Like, I'll go manic. I'll go manic. I will disassociate. Like, what did I do to enter the pits of hell where I have to see the email leak from Henry's perspective? Like, what did I do? What am I being punished for? Because this is sick and twisted. This is purgatory. This scene. Also, I'm sorry, hold on. You can see for like a millisecond here that Henry's wearing the key. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! You're telling me... I'm sorry. A moment for security footage from the V&A. Henry's one safe space. Henry's like most sacred place. And you got security footage from... Why? Like genuine, like that is wicked and sinister. Why did you do that? Why would you do that? Like, this man has the saddest eyes I have ever seen in my life. How am I supposed to move?
Give the orders in this palace. These orders are from Buckingham Palace.
This is purgatory. This is my idea of hell. Oh, this fucker. This is nuts to me. Cause, like, obviously in the book, like, Richards had, like, a whole scheme, to, like, out Alex and, like, to, like, help in the to, like, help his chances in the campaign. And then that's what, like, Raphael Luna discovers and gets it to Nora and, like, that whole thing. And so, like, I understand that they that they omitted that partly because of not having Raphael in it, but then also just to show that like Ellen could win on her own, and like also showing that it's like Alex's efforts with Texas was like meant something. But on top of all of that, the fact that it's basically like we're meant to believe that Miguel leaked the emails because he got rejected. Like, that's public, that's the most evil man to ever. That is, I'm sorry, you a queer man who like, in like the political field, you got rejected, and your thought was, let me publicly out these two like political figures as a queer man. That is literally the most evil thing I can ever imagine. I like the way that there have been I found a couple fanfics on AO3 where Miguel just gets punched in the face, and they're very cathartic and therapeutic for me personally, because like you need to like lock him up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I'm gonna start swinging. He's saying these things as if I'm not gonna show up at his house and start swinging. That's okay. I will say, the fact that he gives this speech without talking to Henry first is batshit insane. Like, I have the suspension of disbelief that like the movie is like different, but like in like with like the book knowledge in my brain, like the fact that he gives this speech without talking to Henry first is like. That being said, even though this speech is very different from his speech in the book, which I love very dearly, this speech is so beautiful. Because no, I love that they made more of an emphasis on like queer identities and being outed, and like I just feel like that's like a good message from like just like an audience perspective of like it's like the pressure to like come out of the closet, and like that's not like a thing that every queer person needs to do, and like I like this speech a lot. This clip, play this at my fucking funeral. On loop. Just this one clip. First of all, this is Sarah Bankston. This would only use these phones in an emergency. Well, I have the first son in my office mooing over like the prince like a cow in labor, and I'm not going to get any work done until you put these two homosexuals on the phone with one another. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm doing great. This here might be more important to me than anything else in this movie, actually. Like, try not to say every scene is my favorite challenge, but also I don't think there's anything on the planet Earth in general that means more to me than this moment right here. There he is in that fucking black t-shirt again. This is so insane. Him shut the fuck up. No, who invited you? Like, why are you even here? This is comedy, actually. No, because what if I just start bawling? Right. What are you gonna do about it? That is so because the fact that earlier when Alex stormed the palace and he was like, because like where he says, like, he was like, sometimes I wish you would see me for who I am and not who you want me to be. But then it's like Alex was the one who saw him for who he was, and then his family and like England, like the country and the monarchy, were the ones that saw him in a way that they wanted him to be, and not, oh,
I love you. I love you more. I think that's up for debate.
I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And then he's Mike Flanagan again with these long uncut shots, like the director that he is. That's Casey, I owe you my life. Casey, I literally owe you my life. They are so husbands here. This is so married of them. Like, y'all, this is still one shot. I'm sorry. How long is this? It's literally this whole scene. From 1:47:05 to 1:49:20. That's it's like a 2.5 minute uncut shot. Like, does he want me to go into cardiac arrest? Like, whose idea was that? Matthew! You will be paying for my therapy bills. You will be paying my therapy bills because that's insane. That is, like, I really thought the movie was gonna end with, like, them winning the election. This came in, slapped me across the face. I don't deserve this movie. I do, I very much do. But also I don't because what the fuck? No, and I didn't fucking point this out during this, the fact that he's playing with his fucking ring on Alex's finger. That's my 13th reason. I'm ending it all. No, and because y'all asked about it in the last video. I want to know if that's, I want to know if that was improv. I gotta know if that was improv. Also, another moment that I forgot to mention that I need to know if it's improv is this. This is giving improv to me as well. Like this thing with the buttons, and I hate that they can't talk about this movie because of the strikes, because I need answers. All right, that took 10 years off my life. Thank God we're done with it. Here you go. Here was the long-awaited Red, White, and Royal Blue commentary. I hope it was worth it. Like I said, I'm working on a couple other Red, White, and Royal Blue things right now. But while you're here, you should go listen to and download the podcast me and my friends from my last video where we watched the movie on release day. We have a podcast called Asparagus Season where we talk about books and dark academia, and we are like 19 downloads away from 1,000, and for 1,000 downloads, we're going to be doing a scene-by-scene extensive breakdown of the Goldfinch movie. So if you're a Goldfinch fan, help a girl out. If you're not, you should read The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt because it's a great book. And I know if you're here, you have good taste in books. So anyway, thank you for all the love on the Red, White, Royal Blue videos. I'm having such a good time making them. Thanks for sticking around and checking out my other content. If you've done that, this is your first time. Comment, like, and subscribe, press the notification bell because I don't have an uploading schedule, but I've been uploading more frequently. Links for all the things you could need in the description, social media, my affiliate links for Amazon. If you want to get a copy of Red, White, and Royal Blue, you can do that with the link in my description. Anyway, thanks for watching. See y'all next time. Bye.